In 2013, a female relative of Albert Perry, an African-American man from South Carolina, submitted a sample of his DNA to a company called Family Tree to trace family roots. During the routine DNA analysis, technicians at the genetic testing company made an extremely rare discovery. Albert Perry contained a Y chromosome with a genetic signature like no other. Y chromosomes are the hereditary factor determining the male sex. Albert Perry revealed that the most recent common ancestor for his lineage was roaming the earth about 338,000 years ago. Geneticists have been able to prove that all men tested thus far in these commercial databases can trace their Y chromosome to a common male ancestor, labeled Adam, that lived between 60,000 and 140,000 years ago. This made his DNA over twice as old as any fossil on record for Homo sapiens. Now scientists are questioning everything that is known about the time and location of the first people on Earth. Is this finally the proof pre-Adamite theorists have been looking for? That there really were human civilizations before the age of Adam and Eve? And if so, what other doors can Perry's DNA open? 36,000 years? Could it really be true that humans were on Earth so long ago? And not just humans, but advanced civilizations with hierarchies and kings?
It's not just the Sumerian kings list, it's also the Egyptian kings list of Manetho. Writes about the dynasties going back, maybe not as long, but at least 30,000 BC. Gods like Thoth and others, deities that were called the 9 particular reigning deities of the Egyptian world. So if these deities have, again, lifespans of thousands of years, then of course to a human, it's going to seem as though they are gods.
But if humans had been around for close to 300,000 years, according to Albert Perry's DNA test, why do all these creation stories come from a much later time? And even more odd, why do we hold on to the truths that were given to us by these gods? If they weren't gods, is it possible that these beings were able to manipulate human DNA to such a point that the original free-roaming human species became part of a worker class with shorter lives and of less power? If the lifespan of our early kings was 36,000 years, it appears something in our evolution changed 12,500 years ago. In the book of Genesis, God said, "My spirit shall not strive with man forever, because he also is flesh. Nevertheless, his days shall be 120 years." Did human lives get shortened at some point? Is this proof that there was a genetic manipulation? And if so, why?